So today I want to talk about vision. And I just did a Facebook Live about this, and I'm going to do it now that it's fresh in my mind. I'm just going to redo it here because also I feel like YouTube is a place where I can uh, take a little more time talking about things. It's a platform where our attention span is programmed a little bit better to just take things in and let things and really kind of invest our time into a moment. Whereas I think Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all the other platforms are really just, you're in the kind of ADD world in those places. And so, but here I can just take the time to be myself, take the time not to that's not true. Okay, so I was rushing on Facebook because I really, really want to get my videos under 5 minutes on Facebook. I'm not going to rush here. I'm just going to talk about vision in and let my mind kind of wander around different thoughts. But just to get really to the point fast, so I can let my mind do what it wants to do later. Um, a vision is a wonderful thing. But if you are struggling with what your vision is, that's okay. That's okay. What's really important is to have reasons for what you're doing. Reasons for what you're doing, like very important reasons, not just I want to make money. Money is important. So like it could be make money. If make money means I want to make money so I can do this and that. So I can feel secure, so I can spend more time with my kids. I want to make money so I can create a life where um, you know, eh, maybe I want to make money so I can involve myself in humanitarian works, right? So there's a very um, good reason, not a bad reason, because money is a tool. Money can be used for good or bad. It's like there's a lot of things like that. If you're a good person and you are making money and you want to use that money other than just to throw in your bank account and sit on a beach somewhere, um, then that's probably a good reason to want to make money. So just think deep into what your reasons are. And from there, you can you can establish a vision. So as an example, I'll give you what my reasons are and then how my reasons uh, translate into a vision. And and then I'm going to make a very broader much I'm going to make a broader point, which maybe yeah, I'm going to make a broader point after that. I was thinking about doing it right now, but I think it's important to tell you what my reasons are and then my vision so that I can use that example to make my broader point. Um, my reasons, my reasons are um, I want to have more, I want to have, I want my kids and my family to be priority number one in my life. They're young kids, 6 and under, and many parents who have or like your parents or many older people who have had kids grow up and leave the house always tell me, I mean, most of the time, they say, "It goes so fast. It goes so fast." So, I can't control how fast it's gonna go or how fast time's gonna fly by. I can't control that. What I can do is watch every moment fly by. So, one reason is that I want to watch every moment fly by. Number 2, and these are not in order, they just can't be, uh, passion. uh, talent, gifts. What are yours? Everybody has something really good. Everybody has something like that. Mine is music. I write songs. It comes very easy for me to write songs. I don't overthink writing songs. I don't overcomplicate writing songs. I know what I like. I know what when it feels good to do different things in songs. I'm not, there's it's art, so one of my songs is about it's art that you cannot go wrong. So if you're drawing a picture, that's your picture, right? People cannot like your picture, but your picture is not wrong, right? So, um, I want to focus on music. I want to have the time to not only be with my kids all the time, make them priority, but I want to also have the time, flexibility to um, make music and have a creative space and to do whatever I want within music, however that is. Uh, 3, a path of self progression. So everything we do, we always need to be self progressing, self transforming, uh, whatever you want to call it. We need to keep improving ourselves. And what I love about being an entrepreneur is you're forced to either progress or die. To say it metaphorically, I mean you're not actually going to die, right? But to progress or not succeed. Really, that's what it comes down to. So you're either going to get better and better and better and keep progressing, or you're just gonna not succeed. You're gonna give up eventually because you're not gonna get the results that you want. And and that can be done in other spaces in life. It's something that you just have to um, make priority in your life. So, but for me, this this entrepreneurial journey uh, forces me to do that. Whereas because I know, even though I know we're always progressing in life, but I want to accelerate. Um, I want to continue to accelerate at a good. I don't just want to be eking my way through little bits of improvements. I want to get to the next spot. I want to learn my lessons, get to the next spot. Learn my net lessons, get to the next spot. And that includes being comfortable, being uncomfortable. And that's why I love this journey. Um, Before I flew helicopters and for 7 years I was very stagnant. Of course I was improving because I was aging and life improvement is organic. It's going to happen, but I want to get on the path. So those are my reasons right now, and that ties into my vision. My vision is then that I want to have results. So let's just talk about money for a second. I do want to make money to complete my vision. So if I have uh and I should add in within that self progression uh is you know and I hope this just goes without saying that we would use our money for the greater good of humanity. So, but while we're talking about money and how money can be good or bad, um, if you just throw it all in your bank account or just keep it for yourself, then that's not that's not necessarily the best way to use it. It's not wrong, um, but you could do better. So within making money, I trust myself enough to know, and I've always been someone who I don't want to say this because I'm not supposed to. Um, I'm not going to say it, but just think about how you're going to use your money. So my vision is, um, I want to make this amount of money so I can have the house where I want to have the house, have the car that I want to have, which is not I'm not into these things, but um, I see my house. I see, uh, where it is and even a couple locations, San Diego, here in New York. We've fallen in love with New York. San Diego, I fell in love with San Diego. And, those are places potentially where I would have my houses and, you know, um, not big houses because I'm not, just enough to fit our little family in it and, and not enough to lure us into staying inside because we need to go outside and go on the beach and enjoy life, but it can be cozy. So and then, my car, I want Tesla. And I like the idea um of having like very like energy efficient lifestyle. Not because for a lot of reasons. One, I just think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. I'm not like an advocate or I'm not like a preacher of like you should compost and you should use what do they call it? Like gray water I mean, I don't have a passion for that, but to me, if it's like it's gonna save money in the long run, and it's good for the environment. So I'm loving the earth, and it just makes sense. I don't so people get political about that. It's like, because I think some people don't wanna acknowledge that it's a good idea because would, um, it would be in favor of maybe a different political view. So anyway, I want that kind of thing happening. And the houses, I kinda see it happening. I wanna have space and time for music. That's my vision. So in each one of these houses would be a space for music, a studio. Um, and, and then, of course, open these houses up to my family and anybody who wants to use them while we're not there, possibly Airbnb them or whatever, just not let them sit there. Somebody can use them, uh, whether we profit or not. Um, investing my money, not letting it sit in the bank, investing it, finding the best places to invest it. Let it always work for me once the initial capital is built up. These are this is part of my vision. This is what I see. Um, Music's involved. I'm always, of course, the kids, like that's just a thing that's going to be like I want them to be. I want to be. I don't want to be so busy all the time um, that I can't just drop everything for a second and go spend a day with my kids, right? My family. So that's just the kind of vision I see. I have a money amount uh, that I see just to a certain point. So now here's the broader point. Okay, here's the broader point: is that this vision that I have is not the end all be all of my vision. There is no such thing as end all be all of your vision. So that's where the pressure can be released. You don't have to have an endpoint. You actually not only don't have to, but you should not. Okay, you must not have an endpoint. Um, you must not have an endpoint because you need to let the wonders of life guide you. So what I see is what I want, and it's going to drive me towards that area of that. It's going to drive me towards that vicinity of my vision. But at some point, there will be something that happens in my life where something will change, or I'll be prompted to do something, or go somewhere, or meet with someone that will change my vision. And I have to be flexible enough to let that happen. So I hope this helps with visions because people could get hung up on, oh, I don't have a vision. Well, do you have a reason? And if you have a reason, that can be translated into your vision. And then once you have your vision, you have to understand that it 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 should it needs to have you need to be flexible enough and open-minded to know that it will change. It will change. You're not once you, like the beach analogy. So let's say your vision is to do all these things, get all this money, have all these houses, have your cars, and then you see yourself kicking your feet up. For me, I'm just thinking to myself, I see myself kicking my feet up on my kids are off at school or something, or they're doing their own lives, and I'm just kicking my feet up on the beach somewhere, right? And that's a great thought. And some people do that. But my experience so far, I don't know how tired I'm going to get in my later years, but human spirit is never done. Human spirit's never done. Creation is never done. So I'll kick my feet up on the beach and then I'll be like, I'll have an idea, right? I'll have something that will be beyond my vision or something like that, So I have to and then I'll get up from the beach after or the next day I'll start working on that. And it won't just be days and endless days of seeing yourself on the beach and just, existing. That's just not how human spirit is. So I hope this video is helpful for anyone that is watching. Um, Thank you for watching, and I will speak with you soon. Or I will talk into the camera and you will listen to me on the other side if you choose soon. Bye.